chump. Next time I won't get so.
From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And their train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Overseeing that Philadelphia sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His side saw their quest for perfection end last week. Now they've got to make sure that one loss doesn't quickly become two. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's Robinson with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Throwing for the pistol, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And this is taking it ahead to the 42. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it along the sideline. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann. They boot this away for the Birds.
For the Eagles.
He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes.
Let's go now. Ready, go. 6.
On first down, here's Penix. Go right side, caught by Mooney. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Ready.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They go play action. Here's Penix. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 17 at the 24-yard line.
Unlock line.
From the shotgun, Penix. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. Matt Ariza on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set to go now from the 35. First down, around with Barkley. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
That's another Eagles.
First
and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. Still going through the 25. Still has some space up near midfield. Into the red zone. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back.
Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
63.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Running left, this is Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between 2 of the league's best. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll start out with 3rd and maybe a couple inches at most. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Hurts on 1st down. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Headed out right. He can run it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
It's a screen to Barkley. Fights his way through a tackle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, you know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still third down.
Penalty almost gave him a new set of downs, Brock. After the flag, all they need is a yard here on third. Running it after the penalty. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go. Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The 50. He's at the 30. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
And he got what he could there, rolling to the 14. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
Brings up third down.
Third and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love the touchdown.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Puts everything he has under this one. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Penix now on first down. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon first down. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Setting up the screen. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Back at the 42.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Let's go. Nike.
Penix here from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Another punt coming up. Matt Ariza to do the honors once again. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Now Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense still line. This is second and 4.
Second and 4.
And let's go.
29-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got first down here from the 36. Hurts. He rolls to his right. Complete right side. Burden has it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Complete out to the right. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up on first and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Hurts throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
18-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win.
He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First down.
Penix is going to throw again. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Falcons 16, Eagles nothing.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First down throwing for Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! Quan Martin with the pick. And the Falcons get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Offense puts together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is Jalen Lane. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Commanders get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's Spencer Rattler. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Saints come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua Tagovailoa, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Dolphins get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Brandon Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Set. Delta.
Hurts on first down. It's caught by Burden. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and 1.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
A gain of 17
That play good for
yards.
17 on a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Eagles.
Set. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Hauled in left side. He dodged the tackle. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's another.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Dumps it off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Hurts now on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Catches it at the 1. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Penix. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Ready.
Penix throwing, third and 2. That one's caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 5 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They find space for a few yards that time. Play is made by Matt McWilliams.
It's a gain of 3.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. They'll send out the punting unit. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. That's grabbed at the 10. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Hurts looking to throw. Throw left side finds Burden. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Chased out to his right. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back within 5.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go now.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Escapes the defender. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying with Robinson. He's got room to roam. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12.
Falcons 23, Eagles 11.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles trim the deficit down to 5.
Eagles 18.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They look underneath here, Robinson. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Set. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
1 more yards.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Robinson.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Penix now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long for him here. Back to Pitts it goes. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Us quarterbacks, Kate, yeah, you'll hear us say things like our best friends are the blockers up front or the go-to receivers. But a returner who could give you a short field coming out just like that, well, he's someone maybe you take to dinner during the week as a thank you for that great field position.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. He catched his first attempt, his second now from 45. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
26.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Here's Robinson with the return. Oh, baby, he gets robbed, and the ball is out! And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the pistol, Hurts. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
26.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points.
Okay, ready?
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
2nd and 15 at the 19-yard line.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a stick.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Called in by Mooney, left side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
49-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley off the pistol give. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Hurts on first down. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Easy, 63, back. Delta.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chase down to his right. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll throw it. Connection is made. Io Manor. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. On first down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. So 20 yards on that play. And now they have a first and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles jump in front late. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The extra point wouldn't do much for him, so they're going to go for two and try to make this a field goal game. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
Makes the score Eagles 32, Falcons 29.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Robinson with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Back to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They're calling for a stoppage now. Looks like we had somebody injured on the play. Ooh, and this is notable here. It's Drake London who's hurting. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Second and 4.
Now he has to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Brings up third.
Going to throw it. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Robinson on the inside give. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Penix now to throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Looking